everybody, my name's Kiahonfire and welcome to another Soulmask video. Today we're going to be going over soloing the Sabertooth boss. And not only that, today I'm going to show you how to do it in Berserk mode, being the second hardest difficulty of the Sabertooth. In case you're interested in what you use for the Fierce Sabertooth Predator token, you will need premium fresh meat, 5 of that, 5 beast bone, 5 beast blood, and 1 worship container. For the fight we're doing today though, you're going to need some different recipes. This consists of 5 rare fresh meat, 5 premium beast bone, 5 premium beast blood, and 2 worship containers. It is also going to take you 40 awareness strength to be able to start this fight. By the way, if you want to check these anytime in game, you can just search up the name in game or put Sabertooth, and you should be able to have it come up on the other recipes or other crafting stations tab. All the bosses will come up under here if you want to ever check what costs you need, and I highly recommend it. Either way, for this boss solo in any mode, it takes some really interesting tactics. First of all, when you start the fight, you're going to be wanting to worry about the saber roaring. It will always start the fight with a roar, so maybe hit it with something that is ranged like a spear or a bow to get the fight started. Now, in Berserk mode, it actually roars when you put status effect on it, so you're going to have to deal with the roar quite a bit, and this could mean taking a hit now and again, hence why for this fight I've done iron gear. However, if you do the prior tier of fight to this, you will only need bronze. You won't need to have to worry about iron. And the main thing of this is quick healing and knowing when to heal to be able to do this fight. I have been attempting this fight with dual swords because I feel like when you're fighting this boss, you need something quick to get at it because it pounces away. The Sabertooth moves a lot and you have a very small window of time to actually do some damage before it hops away. And you're going to see this throughout this fight regardless, because of the amount of times it jumps away and sometimes I miss and I have to keep going around in circles in it. That is my other tactic, by the way, going around in circles, because then you can watch what it's doing and dodge out the way if you need to. It also seems to be a lot easier just going around and around in circles for this fight, I'm not going to lie, and it seems to be a lot more simple for just either way dodging attacks, staying out of the way of the Sabertooth when he's doing a pounce, etc. It's a very good tactic either way. So the idea with this one, we want to go around in circles, we want to watch it, and then when he usually pounces back and pounces forward to attack, we want to dodge out the way and then quickly do our damage as quickly as possible. You'll notice sometimes in this fight I got a little bored and I was like trying to initiate the attack phase to happen because he just kept going around in circles for ages. And like, you know, sometimes it takes a while and you could be patient with that, but sometimes I wanted to try and trigger it just to test out my dodging skills and all of that, and how fast I could be with it. He has some really brutal attacks that are really wide spun. But best thing you could do is let him do his attack, and then after his attack, immediately afterwards, that is your window of opportunity to attack the Sabertooth boss. This is your chance to do some damage. You only have like very few amount of seconds to do your damage. And then, of course, with the Berserk, if you do bleed damage or whatever it is, you could get stunned by his roar, and then you might have to take a hit off of him. And the worst thing about this boss definitely has got to be the bleed. So for me, I brought myself some premium bandages, and I do have some blood activating cream if I get in a really bad time. So with this, it quickly applies health to me, so if I'm in a really bad state, then I'll put that cream on and it will help me out. I will tell you as well, whilst fighting this boss, if you do get hit straight after the attack, as long as he's not running around you and he's just prowling around you, if you bandage up straight away after that, you will have enough time before he attacks again to deal some damage. Also, if you are careful enough, you can roll into the Sabertooth without getting hit, depending on what attack move he's going to do. Best thing you could do though, definitely go around in circles and watch his movements. That way you know what he's going to do and what he's going to attack. He does have like a free attack as well, sometimes where he swipes left to right a few times. That one's a really bad one to get in because you get tons of bleed stacked up on you. Ideally, we want to only be able to afford like a attack or two, because the bleed is insane and you want to make sure that you're not getting bled loads, because that is going to be the killer in this fight, as long as you're being careful and dodging out of the way. The big attack where he's just running around you in big circles, like really fast, just again, you'll be going in circles as well and watching what he's doing. Hopefully watching what the fight is doing in the background of this video is helping you out on the movements I'm doing. So if you want to take him on your own, that you can. I'm not perfect by no means, but it was an interesting challenge to get this done alone. And it was definitely an eye-opener on what you could do with the possibilities of doing a boss like this and such. Apart from that though, this fight is pretty simple. Yeah, just I have dual blades, iron gear, couple of healing items, and that is what I'm using, and of course a torch so you guys can see as well, like that little lantern I have on. I would recommend bringing another set of weaponry as well, so like you could bring another set of the dual blades if you decided to bring that. I also will say you could probably get away with doing this fight with something like the gauntlets. That would be fast enough. Basically you want a really quick weapon to do damage with, and you might be able to get away with it with a bow as well. That would be quite interesting. If you could fire that pretty quick after he's attacked, that would be a really good strat to do as well. But I will say the bleed is really, really helpful, especially with this guy. Anything really quick is also really helpful. So, best of luck out there, and I hope you have a good time doing the boss. I'm going to let this play out, and you can see the rest of the fight. And here we go. The saber is down. You're going to get an achievement. And don't forget to actually save it in your hunting score and take the head of the saber before you start chopping it up. That's really important. And then you can go ahead and chop him up and all that good stuff and take what he has. He has a key to get into the pyramid that he resides near that will help you unlock some special stuff for your mask. He will also give you a bunch of stuff, including tons of green gem, tons of blue crystal, sunstones. He'll give you some bleed mods that's really nice as well. I mean, you could even use it if you wanted to do another one back to back. You're also going to get like a head token as well to get in the pyramid, and you could get some parts from the Sabertooth as well, such as claws, bones, pelt, etc. You want to keep hold of those because you can make something called Sabertooth armor. You only get this first set by doing the Berserk Sabertooth tiger, so you're going to have to do the second difficulty for this set, of course, because it wants you to do it in iron and all that stuff. It's actually going to take iron to make the set as well. This set is also going to take something called adhesive, which is quite a bummer to get, honestly. You get it in a lot of desert loot drops, such as in villages and places like that. You could pick some of this stuff up. Really hard zones to get it in, but if you manage to do so, you'll be able to get a sweet armor set, and it looks really cool, honestly. I'm not going to lie, guys. You're also going to notice you get like a special set bonus if you get the whole thing as well with this armor. It has special stats, and this is the same with any boss set of armor as well. So for this one, with 2 pieces armor, you get max resilience 20. For 4 pieces, you get 10% crit. For max load, you get 40, and that is with 4 pieces. For 6 pieces, you get attack 5%. For 6 pieces, you also get concealment 20 and sound coefficient for minus 20%. So you can get some really nice bonuses on these sets, and they're going to help with certain bits and bobs. But yeah, they're useful. The only thing I will say, though, if you are repairing these sets, it will take like an iron chest plate to repair the Sabertooth chest plate. So it will be quite expensive to repair. However, it's a really decent set, hey, so, you know, it might be worth it, eh? That and the first tier of Sabertooth is pretty easy to farm once you got his movements down pat, which I believe in you guys, you got this. But either way, thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!